Okay, I told you I was going to go over a little bit more in depth with the cloning tool, so I pulled up an example of a chin, because just about every adult is photographed at the wrong angle, which when I'm photographing kids, I'm kind of paying attention to the kids. So mom and dads are sometimes on their own with this. So what we're going to do is clone it. So I'm going to take this right about here. That's where I'm going to copy it from, and I'm going to put it right about to there, and then just work this up kind of naturally. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to erase. So I'm going to fade it a little bit so I can see where I can erase it, and then I'm going to erase, click on erase, and get right about there. And let's see what that looks like. Go ahead and apply that. And then I'm going to try and hit this one little spot, which might be hard to do. And I'm going to fade it down and erase around it. So, and then I'm going to just leave it faded. I might even fade it more so that it blends better. Yeah, that looks much better. So that's where it was. And so now that little piece of shirt is kind of natural into his skin. Apply. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is wrinkle remover. So I'm going to use my wrinkle remover tool and just kind of blend. And you don't want wrinkle remover on your clothes, so I got it on it. I'm going to take it off. Here either, and fade again. You only want that at 50%. Apply, and then I'm also going to. I'm not happy with this line here, so I'm going to try and clone that as well. So let's see how that works out. Take it from here, bring it up. Yeah, I like that way better. So I'm going to erase right around. Erase. Okay, that looks better to me. And now I'm going to add extra shadow that kind of like works this shadow around some more. So I'm going to go into the exposure and take it down to -2. Then I'm going to hit my little paintbrush and I'm going to click on revert mask. So now I'm just applying the shadow just where I want it to go. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty natural. So that versus that to start with, I think that's great. So the other thing that I didn't go over the last time, actually maybe it's not that great. Let me just, I'm going to just wrinkle remove it again right here. That looks better. But if you zoomed out, this, I mean, because this is just, I just zoomed in on a little tiny picture just to keep the anonymity here. But if you zoomed out, that would look great. I mean, that's actually a very small piece of the picture that I really zoomed in on. So that's actually going to be fine. Okay, saving. So you're going to click this little save button, and then I'm just going to put an E after it for edited. I'm just going to put a space. E after it for edited. So yours is going to have your last name and then your file number. So you can just put an E after it, and then E2, E3 for all your different changes, and then bump the compression quality up to 100% and save the photo. And it's just going to save it exactly out of the file that you took it out of in the first place. And it will put your edited version right next to your original version. The computer will also, let me show you, if I didn't put the E after it and I just did the compression quality, it's going to yell at me and say, the file already exists, so that's going to say, hey, don't do that. Don't forget to change your file name. And then again, if you do accidentally save over your original, you probably got it on CD somewhere, because I gave it to you when you left. If you don't, call me, I've got it. Okay, and then if this is way too much for you and you can't deal with it and you don't want to or you don't have time, I'm happy to edit for you. It is $5 an image. You don't have to send me the files, you just have to send me the names of the files. Like, you don't have to actually email me the picture. Just the names. I already have all your images, and I will send you a PayPal invoice for however many you've sent me, and as soon as your PayPal invoice is paid, I will start editing and I'll get them back to you in via email. So I'll just mail them back to you. You don't have to come back to the studio or anything. And I usually need at least a 2-week turnaround on that, because I have a pretty good backlog of that stuff going on all the time. So, okay. Again, thanks for coming to Babyface Photography.